I've been thinking a bit lately about the Marshall McLuhan idea that the medium is the message, and his more whimsical version of that, the medium is the massage. Starting to get my tingle going a little bit now. There we go. Recently, I've had some success in expanding the number of positions in which I can feel tingles, asthma, and in this case I'm lying with my face down in the cradle of a massage table, and I've now gotten to the point where I have kind of background tingles. They're especially noticeable in my scalp and my shoulders and such. And when I do actually I've got, it was extending pretty well. Got a little bit in my toes and fingers even. And then when I do get the wave tingles, I get a front, it's like a wave front of sensation that goes from the back of my hair, the scalp, back of my head, down the back of my neck, and pushes out from there out to the rest of the body. It's okay. Got a bit of that going now. I find at the times when I get the tingles going their best, it's a little more difficult to talk, of course. But it seems to me, if we are to think of Marshall McLuhan at the medium as the massage, then how can we get it to work in the same way that television does? In some ways it's the opposite. You can give instructions that will help a little bit in how to develop this medium of inner communication. We're taught by television to look outside, to look at the medium. And we have a whole host of psychological mood disorders, behaviors disorders, it seems to me, that can be transmitted now by this emphasis on looking out and requiring attention from outside oneself, when what is needed is nurturing of oneself, paying attention to oneself and not requiring it from outside. And this seems to me to be a possible change in the way we communicate. If, while giving the message, you are being massaged because you're self-massaging, just by thinking in a certain way and providing nourishment to yourself. As I'm trying to do here, I'm having some success now. It's not the strongest because there's a whole separate discipline to be learned when I have this much light shining in my face. It's not as easy to concentrate with the light on. And I did try filming one, and it was darker, but it looked pretty funny. There's just the shadow of my nose, and quite a distorted picture, even more than the one you're looking at right now. But if we're going to have a means of counteracting the disorders that can arise and be transmitted through mass media, it seems to me that we now have to do the opposite of what telephones and television have taught us. The telephone promotional slogan that was around for a while was reach out and touch someone. Asthma, I think, when learned properly, which in a lot of ways is the opposite of the way it's presently taught, is don't rely on an external trigger. And you do it internally and reach in and touch someone. That's it for the moment. I've got another talk going soon.